Well, you're in the west, so yes, you are.
And it's Bulsara.
He could sit up the front, talk to the driver.
Hmm.
Very accurate how the bus stop is leaning over.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what's happening here? The 29th. So again, still hanging in there, even though she really shouldn't be. So again, people showing more concern about her, but she's not really, not really accepting the invite. Like it's hard. I know it's kind of hard to relate at this point, but after like 3 days in like in a rotten house, I would have left. You know?
Yeah.
I would have left.
I can understand. I lived in some kids in college. But it's not like they can't, break in.
There's nothing actually stopping them going to the door and opening it.
Kicking it down. Like literally, there's a hole in the roof. Just get a ladder, lads, and you're in.
It's not like she's the only one who has keys. They all broke into the place.
Oh, are they worried that like if they break in, then they will actually get haunted by nuns? Is that what's going on?
Because that's breaking another law, and it's just they've reached their limit.
they're allowed to break 1 or 2 rules of Catholic dogma. Like you've already burned up one with the gay couple.
Premium nun hardship.
Nunneries. They get annulled. Right, so apparently there's an address. So again, you notice why the fireplace still keeps popping up there. It's a bit unusual. Oh, guards are back now.
Oh.
Day 4 of the mental breakdown.
Like, if there's one thing I call bullshit on, it's that anything gets done on the days between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah. That's probably why the guard is like so like his nose is so out of joints. It's like, you got me here during my week off. Yeah.
He's afraid of the nuns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all afraid of the nuns. They don't want to touch this door for love nor money. Right, they're scared of the nuns, so they're going to come in during the dark with an extra guard to make sure that the nuns are somehow asleep.
It's really to give the priest a heads up in case there's anything that needs to be hidden.
Exactly. Now, what's happening here? Oh,
oh,
there's the black hole. Well, look who that is. Look who's that. Well, I think you know who she is, Kasio.
May God have mercy on us all.
Sweet baby Jesus and the orphans. So it's a little picture of an astronaut. Right, so at New Year's Day, she's decided, right, I'm going to pack this shit in.
Yeah.
New year, new me.
Oh look, and now everything is on fire-ish.
Ah.
So it's weird, like it's the kind of storytelling here is that kind of like the astronaut Kasio is kind of like in part of this diary, if you know what I mean. That's the way I kind of interpreted it. So it's like a story within this, like a universe within the universe kind of type of deal. And now it's because like because past Kasio is now throwing this diary into the fire, presumably, then that's why everything is falling apart.
Kasio is getting destroyed and Ireland is getting destroyed.
Precisely. It's kind of like a very like inverted butterfly effect of sorts.
Okay.
So this, for me, this part of the game doesn't work. Didn't really work for me, but pretty down to preference. We'll talk about it later on. So sorry lads, but Ireland is now completely dark. All electricity is gone, and
look, in fairness, Mediterranean Sea's gone as well.
Yeah. At least the Aran Islands will survive, maybe. Wales is almost certainly gone. And yeah, as you can see, the universe itself is just completely having a mare.
This is trippy as fuck!
Yeah, you'd want to drop something before you fucking play this, wouldn't you?
I like how this bit is done on Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, I like that. It is just a paint tool. Just like, have fun. Draw your own apocalypse here on If Found.
And you resisted drawing a penis.
You'd be shocked to hear, James, that was not an option. And it's also getting glitched out as well now, which is great. And there's ourselves again. So it's all coming back into us. Essentially, we are at fault for the universe dying.
Yeah.
Which is nice, I guess. Again, my capturing here does not do this justice. It is like proper fucking white noise, that is.
Yeah.
And there's us again. That's meant to be us walking, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Trippy as fuck.
Yeah.
Very. So again, this is all us like burning the diary, basically, supposedly.
Yeah.
Or is it? So again, remember that like the astronaut did actually enter the black hole. So
yeah.
Again, the imagery here is the actual drawing of it is mad. So again, in this supposedly like black hole thing, she's reliving everything all at once, which is probably why it's also like fucking bizarre. So again, it's nice. It's nice how it's in layers. So like you always have. It's like there's something positive, and then like oh shit, everything's terrible.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. And much like the Irish, and as we all know, the Irish mind is like purposely designed to focus on the negative. Like this is what we do.
So this is her acid house phase.
Yes. That's all I can get from this, really, at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, if this is what a black hole actually is, then a lot of people would be interested in that. So now, like, there's actual, like, memories in the background now that are all getting burned up. because she's essentially dying.
Yeah.
Or you could perhaps even argue she's losing herself. Identity and all that. Hello.
Oh. Did she enter the good place?
This is fine. This looks okay to me. I'm happy with how this is playing out.
Nothing says things are okay, then repeatedly saying things are okay.
Yes. There's not even an Irishism at that point. It is just like, well, yeah.
I have been completely enthralled by this over the last little bit. Sorry, I've not had too much comments on it.
He's kind of zonked.
Yeah, I know, we're just trying to make sense of it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Beat.
Looks like it.
Developed by
there we are, we're starting. You'll also know as well, like the actual cursor has changed from like an eraser to pencil.
A pencil.
Because now we've caught up now. We're no longer in the past. We're actually writing the future now. So essentially, like we've been from the start, we've been like doing everything from the diary, and now because we're writing it, now it's like something has changed. So it's obviously like we've survived or whatever. So now there's our mother, there's our mom trying to go in to save us.
And calling her Kasio.
Yeah. With the aunt and Colin there as well. Like it's fair to say, like Kasio was fairly close to death there. Like she could have died in there.
Oh, yay!
There you go. You're getting your happy end here. And again, I love the way this is done. You're just like you're slowly expanding the scene here. It's great.
Where's Virgil? Prick.
I was about to say, like, I'm waiting for like Fergal to be like in the window, just going, not normal.
Where's?
Yeah, he's the bartender from Savage Eye. Fergal is absolutely the kind of guy who like blames losing his job on the gays.
Oh
just as a concept, them existing. It's like, so Fergal, you were in a meat processing plant for a long time. I did, yeah. And were you there for the salmonella outbreak? That's right, yeah. And was it you that, I sent in the defective part, yeah, that's right. Do you think that was why you were let go? No, it was because of the rampant sexuality on the island. I couldn't concentrate on it. I just couldn't fucking concentrate.
So, that feels like that should be the finishing point of the game.
It is. So the rest of this is PS, basically. It's a postscript.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically yeah. So the way it works is you're actually like writing the diary now itself. So it's quite strange. Essentially, like, because there are like two stories kind of ongoing. So like, there's one for like Kasio, who survived in as it were the present, if you like.
Yeah.
And then there's this like astronaut Kasio at the same time in, I guess, a parallel universe is the only way I can think of, because the two stories like don't really match up at this point. There is a critical difference, basically. Like for instance, there's no Mac in Casio's story, but there is in the astronauts one.
Oh,
so
you have a choice.
Yeah, no, it's choose your own adventure now from this point on.
Oh, okay.
So again, like for me now, this is the part of the game that doesn't work for me at all. Like it's kind of like the thing where like they did really well with the characters and story starting up for this, and then suddenly like now that we've reached the end of that point, it's up now, like we get to decide how it ends. It's like, okay, these are all characters I've only met though, so how am I supposed to decide on them? You know what I mean? So that's, again, this is just an observation, but we'll see what you think. Because again, this is all just like choices now of what you want the story to play out, basically. So bearing in mind, astronaut Kasio did make a promise to Mac to show him the universe, which is very nice of her.
They all only give the same answer at the end.
No, it changes the context of the conversation. It changes the context of the story. So in a way, like it's kind of done so you basically decide how the story ends based on your interpretation of the characters. But much to that point, like there's very little given on the characters, so it's hard to judge where you think the right answer is. It's just down to perspective, So here's the actual like new addition to the diary.
Oh, as weak as a kitten.
Yeah.
Meow. And that would make sense that he was calling the cat.
Piss, 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 piss.
Since I was found, everyone knew you were there. You're shit at hide and seek.
To be fair, there's very little places you could go. There was 2 choices, and they checked that one.
Right.
So in a way, like again, it's nice that you get to kind of decide how the story ends, but it is still fairly inconsequential, if you know what I mean. It's just like, what did you think of this story? Type of deal. It's a nice reflective way to end, but again, as I said, it's fairly consequential. The best kind of rashers, lads. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Oh, there's a big jump.
Yeah, big jump here.
I like how the other thing is so crooked. Well, we get to choose what you look like?
Yeah, exactly. So you basically get a choice of like what your self-portrait would be. But again, like I don't have much of a say in this because I'm actually kind of happy with that design. It kind of checks out.
Yeah.
I do make some amendments, in fairness. But like I said, it's the kind of thing where like perhaps if you did kind of like really relate to the character, you would
design it more look like yourself, maybe.
Probably, yeah. I think that's maybe what they were going with. But yeah, I'm happy with that.
Did you put in an Irish flag behind you or not?
I didn't actually notice the Irish flag there at all. Would you believe?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed in myself there. Just like I was just so confused at this point. It's like, what? Okay, right, fine. The story is happy end, I guess. And yeah, that is essentially the end of If Found as the story, as you can see.
Okay.
Now, like I said, there is like a good bit more after that where basically it explains like where all the characters have gone at that point, But before we do get to that kind of like the epilogue, as it were, what have you guys thought of this so far, the story itself?
Yeah, really, really, really liked it.
Really glad I took part in this. As a game, I don't know, but as a short story, very interesting. It's definitely not fishing rats and punching and exploding cows.
Yes. No, it's
oh
what
my god, it's Loa.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it. Oh, I love it.
I think this game just earned an extra half point from Burkbot there, which is good.
Yeah, no, I as I've said, I have absolutely loved the music through this.
The music has been fantastic. Set the atmosphere really well. No, this was good to follow along with.
Oh, ensemble error as well. It's weird that I actually know some of the I've seen some of these musicians live and I didn't cop that I was listening to them.
Yeah. It probably shows you how engrossed in the story you actually were in the end.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, these are bops. I'm really, really enjoying the music. Oh yeah. Of course, I've actually seen them live. I've paid money to go see them. And I do it again.
Yeah. Again, for me, the novelty of this game is that it's an all-Irish production. Like, it's all Irish music. It's an Irish writer. It's an Irish artist. It's an Irish company. You know, so it's nice that it's nice that we have some actual representation in the gaming world. You know, and
it's different. It's not like this. This is a different style of game as well. Like it's not generic, I suppose.
Yeah, I get that as well. Like, I mean, it's certainly focused on telling the story, which I think is always a good thing. It certainly has a lot more. Yeah, I mean, we are nothing but a bunch of fucking shanakies at the end, aren't we? Really, but in fairness, what I would say about it is that it is a very short story, but it certainly has a bigger brief to go deeper into these characters if they wanted to. That was kind of be my kind of if it is a criticism at all, it is the fact that it is only 2 hours and I know very little about the characters themselves, you know. So when it does get to the point where you're doing the epilogue and you're deciding what happens, how did all these characters play out, it's kind of a guessing game for me because you didn't give me much to go on initially. It was kind of a lot of characters at face value, a little bit with with exception to Maggie and Shan's really.